been reflecting a lot this past month. Naturally, at the end of the year, I feel like that happens, at least to me. And so I really have been thinking about what products changed me in 2024, or just like my favorite core things that I loved throughout the entire year. And so this is kind of like a favorites video, an accumulation of all of my favorite things from this past year. And it's just mostly like skincare, makeup, hair, gadgets, everything like not clothing, because I already did my clothing awards for the year if you guys wanted to watch this here. This video is mostly centered on all the things that are not clothing in my life that I really was obsessed with, and so that is what we're going to do. I'm going to start with skincare because I only have 3 things, and one of the things I've already showed you guys probably so many times, but it hasn't changed because my skincare has not changed a lot because I've really found what works for me, and I use more prone skin that doesn't like flare it up. So my main constant is the La Roche-Posay moisturizing cream. It's the Lipicar one, and it's just so magical, but I'm only putting this in because I've found quite literally my most life-changing combination, and it's to use this and then I go on top of it with my Rhode glazing milk. And you guys, I've loved the glazing milk actually for a long time, but I used to use it I think before moisturizer or just like not at the same time, and I've found when my skin looks the glowiest, I put this on my face, my normal amount, and then I go in with a little bit of the glazing milk, and I just add it. I add it anywhere where I need like extra moisture, but really where I want it to glow and look a little on the greasy side, but it definitely dries down to a more like just glowy look. And so I tend to focus it kind of on my forehead and my cheekbones here, and I try to keep it out of my like T-zone because again, it's very hydrating, and this combination, my skin has never felt so good. I'm constantly looking for that feeling of just like nourishment, and I feel like this is the closest I've been, but like really adding this in has changed the game for me. And I've definitely showed you guys this is what I use to take my makeup off for the most part. Sometimes I'll use my, you know, like the water, cleansing water in like a pad, but I feel like that's just like, that works, whatever. You know what I mean? This really nourishes my skin as well, and I feel like I notice a difference when I take my makeup off with an oil versus like a water like that. But this is the Oat Cleansing Balm by Inkey List, and it's inexpensive and it's really good. Next we have body care, which I have to do my full roundup of my top 2 Dossier perfumes of the year. So thank you to Dossier for sponsoring this portion of the video, because I was going to share these with you regardless, because I found 2 new ones that like I'm really obsessed with. The first one being Ambery Peach. Do you guys remember when I opened this with you? I was just kind of like, wow, this is it's different than what I normally wear. I do not wear anything with like the word powdering in it. I just steer clear of normally. But I realized this makes me feel like I am Catherine in The Great. This is what I feel like she would be wearing. It is sexy. It is beautiful and stunning, like princess smell, but it also has a little bit of depth because it also has rum in here and almond, cardamom, and oak moss, and those, just like the whole combination. And here's the whole list of everything. It's so yummy and distinct, out of my comfort zone, but I love it so much. And this one is actually inspired by Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. And so if you don't know about Dossier, they are basically a fragrance company, and they recreate fragrances by iconic brands like Tom Ford and Dior and Chanel and things like that. And so if you can think of anything, they'll most likely have their version of it. My second one is Aquatic Vanilla, which is inspired by Juliet Has a Gun. And this is another one where I just feel like it's super, super dynamic. It has that like sweet factor. It's very yummy, but it also again has that like musky scent. Like that's what it is: musks, sandalwood, benzoin, and vanilla, orchid, and coconut. I've really come to love the scent of orchid in fragrances. And these 2 are my top new favorites. I still have like my old favorites, which are like Ambery Cherry and Ambery Saffron, but these 2 are so up there as well. When we're going into a new transformative time, at a birthday, at the new year, I feel like getting a new scent for that specific version of yourself is always so fun, and something that I really look forward to every year is finding like a new scent for that year. And if you are looking for one, I highly recommend Dossier to everybody that I ever talk to, and you guys constantly, I love them. So I'll link all their information down below, but they have tests you could take also if you're not sure what to try and you want to kind of put in the things that you like and want to feel. That's awesome too. But so thank you so much to Dossier. I'll put all their information down below and their links and everything. So yes. Okay, next we're gonna do hair care products. So for the majority of the year, up until like the last few weeks, I had my natural brunette hair. And so I was really in a great groove with that because I was just finding products that worked for me. So these are some products that I used whenever I had that I really loved, but I've also used now. Most of these I've used now, and I still really like them. Starting with the Color Wow Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. It magically transformed texture, amazing humidity proofing powers. That's what it says on the bottle. And it says to use every 3 to 4 shampoos, and this has lasted me a long time because I probably only use it about once a week. And essentially I use this as a hair primer when I want my hair to look its glossiest. Again, whenever I had my brown hair, I feel like this changed the game for me whenever I really wanted that silky look, and when I was blow drying my hair, because this is heat activated, you have to use it with a blow dryer, but essentially I just like spray it very liberally in my hair, and then you use your heat styling tools. It's also like a heat protectant, and in the summertime I really liked it because it was very anti-humidity, and so my hair, I felt, stayed how I wanted it to longer. And I just feel like when my hair looked its best, it was because of this. And I love a shiny, healthy looking hair, even when my hair isn't like not. My hair is very prone to like breakage and just dryness, even again, whenever I wasn't bleaching it. And so that really helps me. And then this is like within the past, I don't know, 6 months that I've tried this. It's the Verb Ghost Prep Heat Protectant, Weightless Moisture, Heat Protection, and Frizz Control. To be honest, I do use these together, but again, I don't use this as often. And so this is kind of like my everyday once I am about to blow dry my hair, because I blow dry my hair most of the time. And this is just such a great heat protectant. I feel like it's made the most difference. I've tried a few other ones. I always have used that, like that one, you know what I mean? What is it? The Garnier or the Tresemme or something. And this is a product where on the days that I don't use it, I notice it in my hair because it's less soft and like shiny, especially at the bottom. And so again, this has just really changed the game. And I think this is also a pretty decent price. I feel like it's $25. And Verb in general, you guys know I love their gloss spray. I still love that. I've talked about it so much. This is kind of taking its place just because it kind of does a similar thing, but I love this. So Verb in general, I don't know what it is, but within the past few years, I've just noticed that like my number one hair goal is for it to look really shiny and glossy and silky. And prior to the past few years, I would say never used glossing treatments, and I've used them for like, we tone my hair with a gloss, you know, the Shades EQ stuff. But then after that, I'm like, I really wish I could just like have something like that all the time. And so I found this. Okay, this is a drugstore gloss. It's the L'Oreal Elvive. It's a shine boost treatment, and so I, again, use it as a gloss kind of. On the back, it claims, okay, to not weigh your hair down. It's sulfate-free, silicone-free, gives you shinier hair and 15 times stronger hair. So, I don't know, this is like my third bottle of this, and it's also really quick. So you put it in, and then it's supposed to last 8 seconds. I do it like while I shave or whatever, and then I just rinse it out, and I notice a difference. And again, I didn't have this for a while, like I didn't repurchase it, and I noticed a difference in my hair, so I love it. And again, it's drugstore, so. And another drugstore win. So I've tried so many dry shampoos. My go-to is always just like, you know, like this dry shampoo. I can't think of the brand right now. And I don't use dry shampoo that often, but for the days where I do need it, my Dove one comes in handy. I just bought a 2-pack of this on Amazon. I didn't have it for a while, and they sent me over like a little care package, and it had it in it, and I was like, oh my God, I've missed this. So then after that ran out, I went and ordered like, again, a 2-pack, and I love it so much. I just feel like it does the job of absorbing the oils, and it makes my hair look the cleanest. And again, I have very dry ends but an oily scalp, and so again, before especially I bleached my hair, this was such a lifesaver. And even on brunette hair, it did not show like a white cast. It maybe lightened my hair a little bit, but I kind of liked that, to be honest. And then my last hair product actually is this Tresemme Freeze Hold hairspray. Again, I have tried such expensive hairsprays before, and I actually have one. It's like a Pravana one or something, and that was the closest thing I've found to something that really lasts for my hair. But I have, like, whenever I do my hair, because I have finer hair, I'll curl it, and then by the end of the day, it's done for. Like, it honestly just sometimes doesn't even last 2 hours. Like, my hair does not hold a lot, except for with this stuff. This has changed my life. I found this in Toronto. I'm pretty sure we have this. I would assume it's the same formula here, but it's the Tresemme, again, Freeze Hold, and it's the 5 hold. Okay, so this is important because this, I swear, holds like a 5, but I have not once felt this be crunchy on my hair, and I've sprayed a shit ton on it. Okay, like when I spray it, I'll spray it once, do some stuff, spray it again, and then do some stuff, and then spray it a third time because I'm like that psycho about it, but like, this stuff rocks. It rocks, yeah. So I have found a new sock company that I love so much. They're called Double Sole, and I'm sure if you're on Instagram, you get ads for these. I don't know, at least if you're on my side of Instagram. They do collaborations with a bunch of people, like Orion Carlotto is really what, I think they did one with Mina Lay. Like they did they've done them with a few people that I follow and they always interest me. And then finally when Orion did her collab, I was like, all right, I need to try them because I do trust her, okay? I trust her and Mina. They have these socks that they say lamb on them. And I also bought, I think it was like Becca from Bachelor Nation or whatever. She had a line too. And I grabbed a pair of hers, grabbed a pair of Orion's, grabbed a pair of Mina's, and they are the softest socks ever, okay? Like, they are so soft inside. They're stretchy and comfortable. They come in different sizes. I've just found, like, they have the cutest little socks. Like, can you see how they have the lamb there? And then whenever you're, like, wearing a Mary Jane, they pop through. Amazing design on them and Orion's part, but they're just so cozy and amazing quality. Again, they're a little bit more expensive, but I'm also like, I wouldn't say a priss about socks, but I do love and appreciate a nice sock. And so Maggie's organic socks are my like number one favorite. I've talked to you about them 100 times for the past few years, but these are like up there with them and I love them. And they're like, Maggie's Organics are like my everyday like white, black sock. These are my cute, fun socks, you know? And then I also have a robe, okay? So I am a little late to the Homey party, Hommey, but they have the cutest robes. So I think I found them from the Flip app. Flip app also is a favorite. I've raved to everyone about the Flip app. Anyway, that's a different side quest, but they come in the cutest color combinations. If you're someone who really wants a Tekla robe, but you don't want to spend as much as Tekla is, this is a great option, and they're just so cute and it's really absorbent. I am someone, I have to have like a towel robe and it's so cute, isn't it? I also have like their hair towel, which I love so much, and I plan on buying more from this company because they have really cute towels as well. So just throwing it out there, their quality is amazing. They have the cutest stuff. Okay, so this year I traveled a little bit more than I normally do, and so I've never, again, I'm not a super big traveler, so I've never felt the need to invest in travel things like travel bags and things like that. I just like kind of use what I've always had, except for one time, I think randomly after like a few trips, I was like, I feel like I need a bag that will hold all my skincare stuff and my hair care. And so I was looking on Amazon and I found the Bag Smart brand. They changed my life. Like, this bag right here, I think is the best invention ever because first of all, it fit in my suitcase. Like, once I had everything in here, it still fit in my suitcase, which was a plus. Second of all, it has all of these little compartments. So it has this big one in the back. Then it also has these two side compartments, okay, where they go down like that. So whenever we were like at our Airbnb, I set it on there and you can just like reach in and grab stuff. Like, I still have my stuff in there, but it's very organized. It takes a lot for me to try to be organized, and this helps me tremendously. And so just with all of the little pockets, like in here, I kept all of my skincare stuff. In here, I kept my tooth care stuff. In here, I kept all of like my my like hair rollers and my hairbrush and things like that. And also this was a great price and they come in cute colors. So look, it's not like that big, but once you fill it, it expands, but like not big, like too big. You know, this is something that I probably never would have purchased myself, but it's changed me. Okay, I've used to have an Apple Watch. I loved that. It's my Aura ring, okay? I love this. It's ugly. Don't get me wrong. It's really not cute. And I'm not someone like, and can I just say, I wholeheartedly stand with the Apple Watch community. I do not agree with the discussion of like, you shouldn't wear it with this, this, and this. Like, I think you should. This thing, I also agree with too. Like, I would never not wear it just because it's ugly. Like, I wear this constantly. I do think they could have done better for a ring. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a ring is easier to make cute and they didn't. Also, the fact this one is black, so like it does stand out a little bit more. Like, the gold and silver ones are cute too. But anyway, sister and Jared also have it, and so you can see what everybody, you can kind of make it a competition in the app, and I think that's really fun. We do like step competitions, but I really like the sleep factor on this. I feel like it really is accurate and it lines up to when I feel like I didn't have enough sleep or like my sleep was bad or whatever. Also really like the step factor because I do think it's more accurate, because I was always just using my like health app on my iPhone, but I like this. Another thing that was a gift last year, I think at Christmas, Jared bought me this, and it's a Therabody smart goggles. And if you are also someone that struggles with migraines or headaches in any sort of way, this thing is a game changer. It's so relaxing. Even when I don't have headaches or anything, I just put it on because it like really relaxes you. The days where my eyes are strained from working, this just like massages around them. It has like different settings on there. So it's like morning, night, headache, whatever. And it also heats up. So that's the part where if I do have a headache, that changes it for me. There's also like an Amazon version my sister has, and I think Jared has, and they're great. So just like any sort of eye massager, I highly recommend. I forgot 2 little hair things really quick. This Lange hair styling tool is so epic. So it's technically a straightener, but it also has like the curved edges so you can like flip out on your ends. That's kind of how I do when I'm doing like my ends. Sometimes I'll flip it out, but if I want like the rest straight, this thing, I love it so much. If you also want like a blowout look, but this thing I love because when you turn it on right here, if you can see, it has different modes and temperatures, but it also has a fan built in. So I think that helps with the blowout look. But I think the main reason for that is to help with damage on your hair and like the heat. I don't know exactly how that works, but I love this thing so much. It's also really cute and compact. So when I travel, this is what I usually bring. Just this, because you only need one thing, but it's not like the Dyson where you need one thing, but a bunch of other things to use the one thing. Just this. And then this is kind of random, but this Sleek and Shine Frizz Tamer from Garnier Fructis. This is something that I low-key would have thought is a scam or like a gimmick kind of thing, but it's really great for your flyaways. I'm not someone I necessarily care about flyaways, but there are certain hairstyles that I don't want the flyaways for, and like slick back buns and things like that. I really love this thing. So it's literally just like a hair serum, and then it has like a mascara wand applicator, as you can see. You just like run it through your hair and it really smooths it down. And the thing that I love about it is it stays. So just a little quick shout out. And then I obviously have to put my favorite glasses of the year. Okay, so I bought these at the beginning of 2024 and they have been my ride or dies throughout the entire season. And again, I've told you guys, these are like my favorite that you guys wear. I constantly, every time I'm wearing them, get questions on them online. And I love them. It's for the right reasons. They're so cute. They're perfect because they're not too much. They're very like simple, but still a little bit more fun than just a simple kind of oval shaped glass, you know? And they are from I Buy Direct. They're the Surrey frames. And they are, I want to say like $40-ish. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I always highly recommend them. I love the shape of them. I just think that they're perfect for every face shape too, and a great price, so had to add them in. So I really, really love taking film photos. I think that they're my favorite photos ever. Like, if I take it with my iPhone versus a film camera, I will always pick the film picture over the iPhone one. And I also have tried a lot of film cameras. I normally buy mine on eBay. I love a vintage film camera, and I probably have showed you guys this one before, but it's still my favorite and I still always highly recommend it. If you're looking for one that does a really good quality, but it's point and shoot and it's really simple and easy to use, because I know my way around a camera, but I also love a camera where you can just hand it to someone and like ask them for a picture really quick. It's really easy. You literally just say click the button and it's good. But this one is my favorite that I've tried. It's the Infinity Zoom by Olympus. It's the 210 quartz date. Really simple settings right here. It shows you how many pictures you've taken, etc. So as a flash, and then you can also do a timer on this so you can set it down and like take pictures, which I love as well. And then my very favorite film to use with it is the Fujifilm. I think it's like the 400. It's the Fujifilm Superia Extra 400. It's Fuji color. I don't know why, but I love the way it looks, especially with this camera. So just saying. Then lastly, we have my makeup. So I've played a lot with makeup this year. I've gotten a lot of new products that I really like, and I've just been really trying to step out of my comfort zone makeup wise as well. And so I really wanted to narrow it down. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 makeup products. When I could, one day maybe I'll show you like a few of my favorite makeup looks and with the products that I use. But we're starting with my favorite foundation of the year. This one gets the top award for best foundation. It's the About Face the Performer Skin Focused Foundation. As a big Halsey fan, whenever she was dropping her skincare or makeup line, I was so excited. And so I went to try this immediately and I fell in love with it. And I genuinely wasn't expecting to love it as much as I do, but this is beat out like every other foundation I've tried. The price point is great too. I want to say it's definitely under 30, but I think it might be under 25. Definitely is a little bit too orange for me. I need to go back and get my winter shade, but very skin-like, okay? It's buildable as well, so on the days where I don't want a lot, I just do a very thin layer and it's perfect. And then you can also build up if you want more coverage. It is so amazing. All of the About Face products to me that I've tried like a handful and they're really great. And so if you're looking for just a nice natural finish foundation, this. And then another celebrity beauty product, why not? The Haus Labs, this white paint, eyeshadow paint or whatever, the best thing ever. I've used this whenever I've done like my dramatic like Halloween makeup, and it's a great base for just like eyeshadow looks, but I also have used it today just like how I normally use it, which is just as like a nice sheer kind of, well, it's actually very buildable. It's actually pretty pigmented, but I try to sheer it out as much as I can to just kind of give a white flush to my eyes whenever I want that. Especially in the winter, I feel like that kind of like icy looking eye is really fun for me. And this thing has been my favorite for the past couple of years. And it's just, like I've said, so pigmented. It's so beautiful and long lasting, and it's a great base as well. They have other colors if you are into like playing with color and just like you want something easy to just like blend out on your eye. It blends out super easy. I do also have a new favorite beauty brand, Isamaya. I am so thoroughly obsessed with everything that they make. I've tried a few of their things and I love them all. This is my favorite from them, but also like my favorite mascara of the year. It's their Lash Lasso mascara, and first of all, it has the most beautiful packaging, obviously, as you can see with the horses. They have a whole line designed like this, but the actual mascara is quite literally the best mascara that I've used in a really long time. It gives my lashes the length that I want, but also very thick and voluminous, and I just think it's so great. It's also really black, like I have the black one, and that's what I want. I want it to be really dark and just like there, you know, and you just have to use one product. It's not too chunky or clunky or whatever. It's great, and I'm so excited to try more from them. I really love like the unique makeup brands that are around right now, like this, and then there's another one. This I'll breeze over because this has probably been in like every single favorites for the past few years, but my Kosas Air Brow, it's still my favorite. I've tried other brands and I've liked them, but I always come back to this, and it's just perfect. It gives them like a nice fluffy look with only one product. You know, it's not too much. I like a very natural look where they're just brushed up but kind of filled in because I do have like sparser brows. It's so good. This CoverGirl, this is actually really new, okay, within the past week, but I love it so much that I'm adding it in here. This is the CoverGirl Outlast Studio Lip Stain. My sister bought me this, and I am so obsessed. She bought me this color and a different one, but this color is so good. It's, what color actually is it? Brazen Raisin, and the way that it applies on your lips is so good, but it's like also just a really good kind of cinnamon. No, it's more of like a berry. It's like a more neutral, natural berry look, and I just apply it to around my lip. Then I add my lipstick on top, and it stays for a long time also, which I love. So this is this is going to be my favorite going into next year as well. I want to buy every color. I don't know. Do they only have 2 shades? I'm not sure. 2 pairs of earrings that have been my go-to throughout the entire year that I just have to give roses to, okay, you know? And first up, you guys have seen me in these constantly this year, but they're my Madewell little kind of like button drop earrings. They're literally just a stud of silver, and they're the perfect size. I've had a lot of like just this is my kind of like favorite earring shape, is just like a dome like this, but these are my favorite because of the size. They're not too big, they're not too small. They're also really heavy, which I like. They feel really nice, and I found these at Nordstrom Rack online, and so I hope you can still find them. If not, I will link other versions or like similar ones down below, but they're so good. Then my second favorite pair of earrings are the Jennifer Fisher little multi-hoop, if you can see, fun and funky hoop. They're just so good. So this is like my go-to gold pair, but I quite literally, if I could only have 2 in my collection, it's these 2. They have lasted and held up so beautifully. I've worn them in a shower on accident, actually, a couple of times, more than I'd like to admit, and they're just still looking perfect and beautiful. Those are all of my 2024 favorites that I could think of, and while I was going around the house, like really narrow in. So yeah, I love all of these things, and I'm very excited to see. I'm trying to branch out in the next year. I want to try more beauty products and hair things, and just different hairstyles and things like that. So stay tuned for that, I guess, for my 2025 favorites. But let me know what your 2024 favorites are down below. If you think of anything that I should try, especially based on these, and think I would love to try them out. I trust you guys. So let me know down below, and also subscribe if you like these videos, and if you want to see more, I have some really fun videos planned for 2025. Thank you for watching this. Thank you so much for being on this channel. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being subscribed. I have had the best year on YouTube this past year. I've just had so much fun with you guys, and you're always so sweet and everything. So hope you have such a beautiful 2025 and New Year's Eve and New Year's. So happy New Year's if I don't talk to you, or if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm sure I'll say it there. But I'll talk to you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!
Thank you.
bye.